Hi everyone, it's Deborah, and today I'm doing something that I saw on a YouTube channel and I can't remember the name. The main idea that I took from it was to use tags and then to use a little envelope on it. So I've made myself a baby envelope using my mini envelope punch board, which is this adorable little thing here. I was going to use these tags, but then I realized that I wanted to cover them, and I thought that's a bit of a waste because they're perfectly good manila tags. So instead of that, I'm using a bit of scrap paper and I'm using my Tim Holtz wallpaper to cover it. I just need a bit more strength than what the wallpaper has, and this piece is quite a thick card, so that's why I've decided to go down this path and just cover it up. And I need another piece of card as well because that's not enough. I've got this piece of gold card. This should be fine. I'll just draw on it. Actually, I'll draw on the back because it's a bit gold on the front. I'm still going to cover it. It's just the pencil will be clearer on the back piece here. And just use this tag as a template again. Roughly cut it out because I'll probably never use this gold piece, although the minute I cut it up you can bet that I'll want to use it. Too late now, it's done. Can't use it now. And I will cut this piece so it is cut out. Just grab that on there. The edges out and we're done. Alright, so that should match up fairly well, and it does. And now I will cover this piece. So I'll just get some different wallpaper this time because I've used that whole piece. Oh, this is pretty. I'll use this one. Yeah, that's pretty. If you're going to stick this down in a book, you probably wouldn't have to cover it, but I thought it might be nice to actually have this as a freestanding piece that you can then slip into a pocket within your junk journals. Yeah, that's really pretty, that wallpaper. I like that a lot. So these are going back to back, so you've got pretty and pretty. So I will have to trim that down because it's a little bit bigger than the one underneath. Okay, let's put a bit off it. Doesn't need much actually. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it underneath like I had it, match it up. Oh no, it really just needs a tiny little bit. Otherwise I could have drawn on the edge of it, but I don't think I'll bother. I'll just trim. Probably took too much off. Let's see. No, that's pretty good actually, not too bad. And I will cut this bit here too because it's not quite the same now. All right, so they're going to go back to back, and then where's my little envelope gone? Oh, here, it's a cute little thing. This is going to go on top of here, and I'm wondering if I should hinge this a bit, which I think that I will actually. Yeah, I will. I'm very pleased to report that I went to pay the deposit for my trike because when I paid it last time, apparently didn't go through when I did that a couple of weeks ago, and they've got in touch and said that the trike deposit didn't go through, so I had to go out. But luckily for me, it's right next to Bella Papery anyway, so it's like literally on the same block as Bella Papery, which is great. So what I did was I went and paid for that. That's a bit big, I'm just going to trim that. I went and paid my deposit, and the good news is that while I was there they told me that my bike has come in and they just have to build it, because building a trike apparently is quite difficult. And I know people, when I was researching my bike, I saw that, you know, people were charging like $100 to put the bike together and things like that, but my trike actually comes put together, so they have to build it. And I am number 24 in the list of the trikes or the bicycles, not just trikes, that came in, and therefore that means I won't be built until number 24 is 23, 1 to 23 are done. But the exciting news is that it's here, because it was meant to come in last week, actually the Friday of the week before, and last I heard it hadn't arrived, so I was getting a bit concerned that it would be Christmas or something before I actually get it. And of course, Miss Impatient here, I want it now, but it is here, so super excited to find that out this morning. And I will be picking it up no later than next week, they said. It probably won't be ready this week, but next week it should be ready, and I'll be able to go out and ride it home. So that'll be good. And the other thing I got while I was there, I got a few more things. So I got a bell, and the bell is really lovely. It's white with black dots on it. So I've never met a spot that I don't like, so I bought that one. And actually they went and got one of the bikes, one of the old bikes, which is white, because they didn't have any white bikes actually in the shop itself. So they went and got one out of the warehouse, and they stood there holding different bells until I picked one that I thought went well with the white. And this was actually my first pick, the white with the black dots. However, I ended up picking that one at the end. I went, you know what, I want that one. And I've bought a helmet as well. Now let's keep moving, because I tend to talk instead of work. And with the helmet I bought is it's matte black, so it's really lovely, matte black. I don't know if I want that on there, or if I find something else. Just have a look. Maybe this, because it's in those tones, and it says 30th of July 1945. I definitely need to get that piece in. I'll put that up there. What about this way? Would that look odd if I put that there like that? And also, just to make me even look weirder as I'm riding my trike around Brisbane, my adult three-wheeler, just to make things even more interesting, I got myself a thing that protects you from the sun. And I think they're an Australian company who's actually got them, and they're like a hat, but without the brim, or not the brim, that's the bit you want. They're like a hat without the top part, and they're called, what are they called? The brim, there you go. So they're called the brim, and that is what I am going to have, because that will not only keep the sun off, but it will also keep the magpies away, which is super important. And I look like a right dork, but at my age I'm kind of used to that now, so I'm not worrying too much about looking like a dork. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be riding around like that. I think I'll put that in the back. I don't know anymore. No, I'll put it on the front. Just that's pretty. I can use that for something else, so let's not stress that it's pretty and you don't want to use it. Terrible. Yeah, so that's all fun, all good that I'm getting my bike next week. And when it comes, I might give you a preview. I might, not with me on it. You don't want to see that. Nobody needs to see that standing still, but hopefully in motion, nobody will look too hard at me, but I will, I'll take the camera outside and I will show you my new tricycle. Okay, so that's that bit. And what I want to do is I need to make something for this. I'm also not sure about the transition between that and that. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that I have reached 2,000 subscribers, so I'm pretty happy about that. And very grateful to everyone for subbing to me. So if you haven't subbed to me, please do, because I'm doing a giveaway shortly for my 2,000 subbies. And I promised when I reached 2,000 that I would do a journal giveaway, one of my journals, and that's just what I'm going to do. But you will need to be subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed to me, even if you watch me I do check when I do my draws that people are subscribed to me. So I know that, you know, well, 2,000 of you are, so that's wonderful. And if I get more subbies, then I'd be even happier. But no, I'm very grateful. I didn't think that I'd make this many, actually. In fact, when the first person subscribed to me, I was quite elated and quite, you know, puzzled as to why anyone would do that when I was just sitting here making craft videos and talking to myself. But it was pretty cool. So I'm using this pre-made tag, which is from another Stamperia pack, which is called, I think this one is Imagine. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember, but it's one of the Stamperia florals. Yeah, it might be Imagine. It's really pretty anyway. And because I've got a gusset, I'm just making sure it's getting into that gusset. It fits in there perfectly. So you've got the tag with things in it. And I'm wondering what else I can put in here. I need a little thing for down here as well. So I found a piece of the fabric selvage that I was using in one of my other videos. Or not the exact piece because I used that, but a piece. And I'm thinking that I'll use this to transition over. Just needs something. It's like, I guess, flooring in your house when you know, if you have a house that transitions its flooring from carpet to hardwood or wood or something like that, then you need something like they put like a band or a piece over the top of it, don't they, to mark that as a transition. What I've done to counter that problem is get some washi and put over the edge of the cotton and also half of it on the edge of the tag. Let's just rip this off. I think I need to put something on the back at some point, but probably not today because I've now got this which goes in here. Just have to make sure when I do that I get it in that gusset, which means that I should have stuck my gussets down a little better. There you go, that's going in there. So this is a little tag, one of the Stamperia tags that I cut out. It's a little bit big, but I've solved that problem by folding it so I don't lose my journaling space. And it comes up to where the corners of the tags start. And for some unbeknown reason of good fortune and good luck, it fits exactly into the little envelope down the bottom here. All right, so that's my tag and I'm quite happy with that. I've got a little journaling spot there. I've got a journaling spot in here. I could put more into this pocket because I've gusseted it, so it is actually quite large and it will pop into another pocket within my journal, and I'm quite happy with that one today. So that's it. Thank you very much for joining me and I will catch you next time. Cheers.